Before coming into Solutions for Change, I was out of control. My addiction to alcohol and drugs had me acting way out of character. My aunt, who I lived with, had enough of my nonsense and decided to kick me out of her home. I used to think, how could she do such a thing and turn her back on me? Once she set her boundary, I began sequences of the most humbling experiences in my life. I remember pushing my son in a double stroller with whatever belongings I had, going from hotel to hotel.
I have been at Solutions for a little over 4 years. I came to this program with my 2 kids, Alana and Amari. I had just recently separated from their dad, and I needed a fresh start as a single parent.
When I first came to Solutions asking for help, I wasn't just a single father. I was a happily married man. My family was homeless and I was ashamed because my best wasn't good enough. And thankfully, we were able to get into the program and work towards solving the problems which led us here. Though, as we all find out sooner or later, life has a funny way of turning your world upside down. You see, I didn't lose everything when I became homeless. I lost it all when I decided with my wife to separate. It was the worst decision I had ever made, which I tried hard to change.
After leaving my marriage, I struggled with the alone idea. How could I make it? Who would even want to listen to my failure? Who could believe that for the few years I had been married, I was treated with so much cruelty with the person I had trusted the most?
In 2010, I met a man with a sketchy past with drugs and prison. He made promises of being a better man and just needing a second chance. I was that person to give him that chance. He relapsed on heroin in less than a year. During that time, we had already moved in together, me leaving my stable apartment I had lived in for 11 years. He led me to believe that if I told anyone about his drug use, that my son and I would be left on the streets with nowhere to go. On October 16, 2013, he was arrested with my son in the car. At this point, we were already homeless, living in hotel rooms for almost 2 weeks. This was my worst nightmare, to lose my son. I was so devastated, I didn't know what to do.
When I finally made it to Solutions, I did not think I would make the 1,000-day journey. It seemed too long. At this point, I decided that my son and I were worth the investment. I had to trust that our lives would get better. Step by step, I started learning a new way of life. I learned to be a better parent, a better person, and how to provide legally for my son. I learned to be patient with others, myself, and the long process. Above all, I learned to believe in myself and in my abilities.
Solutions for Change has helped my kids and I so much. Learning how to reparent myself while parenting my children has been such an awakening experience. With the help of many people, including sponsors, mentors, counselors, and even neighbors who turned into good friends, I have received so much guidance to loving and taking care of myself. I had always wanted to care and nurture others that I easily forgot about myself. Learning about my codependency has changed my life for the better.
I got involved with the farm internship as a way to gain more skills in the agriculture industry, as well as learning more technical skills as a handyman. But unfortunately, bills started piling up and I couldn't fulfill the contract with the farm, so it was back to ERT. I then found a job where I can put my construction knowledge to use as a tool repair technician. I have been working there for 2 years now, the longest I have ever been at one job.
The help and the compassion that the case managers and other residents had made my life a little lighter at Solutions. Tina and Fidelis became the closest sisters I could open to and ask for help if I needed. After 3 months in the shelter, I got a job and moved to Primrose, where I live.
Solutions for Change has helped me to be independent again, but stronger, healthier. They didn't just provide me with an apartment, they helped me build a home with love and an understanding. I got some amazing experiences, like taking my son to Motivating the Teen Spirit seminar, where I learned so much about my son and myself. My son and I was provided family therapy to help mend our relationship. I took classes such as servant leadership and learned about integrity and doing the right thing even when no one's looking.
As I look back to these past 3 years, I am overwhelmed with happiness. At times, I am even speechless to feel that God's presence has been with me all along. He has certainly been gracious and made a way for Carlos and me. My life is neither perfect nor easy, but I utilize many tools I have learned here to push through daily challenges that help keep balance in all areas of my life. I feel fortunate to be able to go to school and at the same time be able to work for Solutions for Change.
The most important relationship I have come to appreciate is that with God. I had to let go of the religious part and focus solely on growing in tune with God and building my faith. Prayer and meditation have helped me through my lowest times. The best advice I can share with you all today is focus on this one relationship and all others will fall in place.
To my surprise, I have been sober since July 19th, 2013, and that's all thanks to this program. This journey has been Thank you.
For the first time, I can control my every move I take, knowing in the back of my head, it's me who define my destiny. Solutions has given me and my youngest son, Jacob, a place to call home.
Not only am I a better person for it all, but I'm a healthier person. I live off property now. I have a house with my wonderful, ever-supporting fiance, and we're expecting our baby girl, Charlotte, early August.